Welcome back to another tutorial. In today's video, I'll show you how to crochet this handmade Christmas candy that adds a homemade touch to your holiday decorations. So this project is super easy and quick to make, so let's get started. I'm going to be using this red yarn and white and green. You can use just red and white yarn if you want. I'm also going to be using a size 3.5mm hook and a pair of scissors. So a 3.5mm hook and a pair of scissors. And I'm also going to use this row thing. I got this from a wire. I think this is like the hardest part of this tutorial, trying to get that wire out, because I had to get this wire thing and I just had to like use razor to cut out the plastic part so I can get that metal part. So if you have something like this at home, feel free to make use of it. Alright, so with that being said, let's get started. So to begin, I'm going to start with my red yarn and I'm going to make a slip knot. After making my slip knot, I'm going to insert my hook, and now I am going to make 40 chains. So this 40 chains is going to be the length of the candy. You can make your chains longer if you want your candy to be longer. Okay, so just wanted a mini candy, that's why I made 40 chains. So here I have my 40 chains made, and for the first row I'm going to skip the very first chain there, and into the second chain from the hook I'm going to make a single crochet stitch. So insert the hook into that chain, grab a loop from behind. So you have 2 loops on the hook. Now you're going to yarn over and pull through the 2 loops. Insert your hook, grab a loop from behind, yarn over and pull through the loops on the hook. And this is a single crochet stitch, and this is basically the stitch that we're going to be using for this tutorial. So continue making your single crochet stitches across all the way until you get to the last chain. So I am at the last chain now, and because I'm going to change colors, I'm going to make something a little different. So I'm going to make the single crochet stitch like this, but I am not going to complete it. So I'm just going to grab my white yarn, make a slip knot, and then I'm going to use this slip knot to complete the single crochet stitch. So insert the hook and pull it through the 2 loops. And that's it. That's how I'm going to be changing colors in this project. So now for the next round, I'm going to chain 1 with the white yarn, and then I'll turn the project. So I'll be working with the white yarn now. So turn the project, and now I'm going to be working into the back loop only. So I'm going to be working single crochet stitches into the back loop only. So go into the middle of that stitch, the middle of the stitches where it looks like is weave. So you're just going to be picking the back loop. So into the back loop of the very first stitch, I'm going to insert my hook, grab a loop from behind, yarn over and pull through. Into the back loop of the next stitch, insert the hook, grab a loop from behind, yarn over and pull through. So we're making single crochet stitches basically, but we're working only into the back loops. We're not picking the 2 loops of the stitch, just into the back loop. So just watch, and this is how we're going to work all the way until we get to the last stitch. So keep working into the back loop only until you get to the last stitch. And so I am at the last stitch now. I'm going to make my last single crochet stitch, back loop only into the last stitch. And now I'm going to chain 1 with the white color because I'm going to be working 2 rows of this white. So turn the project, and into the back loop also we're going to be working single crochet stitches again for this row. So pick just the back loop, insert your hook, grab a loop from behind, yarn over and pull through. Pick just the back loop and do your single crochet stitches all the way until you reach the end of this row. So I am at the end of this row now, and I'm going to change color to green. So I'm going to insert my hook, grab a loop from behind, but I'm not going to yarn over to pull through, so that's an incomplete single crochet stitch. Now I am going to grab my green yarn, make a slip knot just like this, then insert it onto the crochet hook and use it to complete the single crochet stitch. Then I'm just going to grab the green yarn, chain 1 and turn the project. So now I'm going to repeat the same thing we did for the previous row. So we're going to work single crochet stitches across into the back loop only. And if you prefer not to use 3 yarn colors, that's totally fine. Just choose any color you like and follow the same pattern. Like you can switch to red instead of green or any color of your choice. So keep going until you reach the end, and I'll come back to tell you what to do next. So I am at the end now. I did just one row of this different color, and I'm going to switch back to the white. So I just cut the white yarn. I'm going to make a slip knot, and then I'm going to use it to complete the last single crochet stitch there. Then I'm going to chain 1, turn the project, and I'm going to work single crochet stitches back loop only all the way to the end, and I'm going to work 2 rows with the white yarn. So work 2 rows with this white yarn, and I'll come back to tell you what to do next. So after completing 2 rows of single crochet stitches with the white yarn, I'm going to switch to the red yarn. So I've just cut, and I'm going to make a slip knot. Then I'm going to go ahead and cut the green yarn because I don't need it anymore and I don't want it in my way. Okay, so I don't even need the white yarn anymore as well, but let's just work. So I'm going to use this red yarn now, place a slip knot onto the crochet hook and use it to complete this last single crochet stitch that I did with the white yarn. Also, I'm just going to cut the white yarn because I don't need it anymore. Then I'm just going to grab this red yarn, because that's what I'm working with right now. I'm going to chain 1, turn the project, and I'm going to work single crochet stitches back loop only for this row, and this is going to be the last row. So for this last row, I'm just going to work single crochet stitches back loop only all the way until I get to the end of the row. So continue until you reach the end, and you can make more rows if you want your candy to be bigger, but this is just absolutely fine. Now, to finish off, I'm going to make a chain 1, then I'm going to leave a long tail. So this yarn tail, I'm just going to leave a long tail just like this. Then I'm going to pull the yarn tail through that chain just like that to secure it, so just like I'm tying it. So just pull the tail through, and now I'm going to sew. So for that, I'm going to grab this my darning needle and put the end of the tail into the darning needle just like that. Then I just like to tie, so just give it a little tie or not. But just make sure you have it in the darning needle. Then I'm going to look for the right side. So this is the wrong side, and here I'm going to just fold it in just like this. So I have the right side outside and the wrong side inside. So these tails, this remaining yarn tails, I'm going to put it inside before sewing. So I'm just going to grab the loops just like this and sew the edge together. So I'm grabbing just the back loop in this part and the front loop of this part. So the back loop in this side and the front loop of the other side, and then I'm just going to sew it together. So you can use whatever sewing method you like as that can work for you. And this is how I am just going to sew mine. I find this is easier for me to do and it looks neat. So just continue sewing just like this until you reach the end. Then I'll come back to tell you what to do next. So when I finish sewing the sides together, I'm just going to insert my darning needle into the last chain, then I'm going to yarn over twice and pull through. So this is just to tie, to secure the last stitch. Then I'm just going to cut, and I'm going to twist this just like this. Just give it a little twist. Then I'm going to grab my wire and insert it in the middle just like that. Give it a little twist. Okay, then I'm just going to go ahead and measure this up like just this. So it's going to be like this. One part is longer than the other part, just like this. And I'm going to turn this, so just bend it. Yeah, I think bend is the right word. So I'm just going to bend it at one part, just like, exactly like this, so it has that candy shape. So this is what it looks like, and I think this is cute. And now I'm just going to attach a long chain to make a slip knot, and then go to the top of the candy and insert your hook into any stitch there. Then insert the slip knot onto the chain and pull it through that stitch. Now you're just going to make a long chain. So this is the chain that I'm going to use to hang this candy on my Christmas tree. So just make a chain that is long enough. If you want a short chain, that's fine. If you want it long, it's fine as well. So this is the length that I've worked now, and I'm just going to go back to the very first chain I made and attach it with a slip stitch. So just attach the slip stitch, then chain one, drag out your yarn and cut. And that's it, guys. So what's left now is just sew in the yarn tail. So this is me just sewing in the yarn tail. I'm just going to insert my hook, grab the tail and pull it through the stitches until I'm satisfied with how it looks. So that's it, guys. I hope you like this video, and feel free to ask me any question in the comment section if you do have any question. If you get stuck at any point, and I'll make sure to reply all of your questions. So that's it, guys. I am done. Just going to make it look really good. So I'm done, and that's the Christmas candy all ready to be hung on my Christmas tree. Okay, one last thing. Most times when I'm using acrylic yarn, I just like to always burn. Oh my god, that's so much. I'm going to make it really small. Then I'm just going to burn, so all of those hairs won't be making it look rough. And that's it, guys. I'm done with this tutorial, and I hope you're able to follow. If you like the tutorial, please give this video a thumbs up and comment if you get stuck at any point, and I'll answer you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Merry Christmas.